All right, guys. JoJo on the radio in the studio with a buddy of mine. Holy crap. Aaron Carter, I cannot tell you how excited. I don't know if I know you're excited. We keep going over this is a big moment for you, but I don't know if you realize how excited I am for you.
I don't even know how much you realize that means to me, because I wanted to come back and be able to prove to you guys that I'm here to stay, and I'm here to, come back as an artist, a producer, somebody who's got his head on straight, somebody who's been through things, that takes responsibility for my actions and isn't afraid to be transparent with the whole world.
And what does that feel like? Because, I mean, everybody's had their moments in life, maybe not to different degrees for everyone, but everybody's been, put down and forgotten about and overlooked. And you've been through that in a very public way, and
all the time.
And it's just
all the time.
And I guess
it feels good. It feels good. To be honest with you, it feels really good, because it's like getting something off of my chest, or something that, is inside, bothering me or something. So I like to be very, whether it's about I tweeted 2 days ago about having a hiatal hernia, or I tweeted a little bit ago about having a hiatal hernia, and and I was just like, people just, take it easy on me. You want to know why I'm skinny? I'll tell you. I was diagnosed with a hiatal hernia when I was 19 years old, and it's a stress condition of an 80-year-old man. So just take it easy on me, I try to eat as much as I can. I'm sorry I'm not heavier and don't look better, but it feels like body shaming too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody goes up to somebody who's overweight and says, "Oh my God, you look really overweight. You should, probably not. You should probably."
That would be cruel and
that would be mean. But they go up to skinny people. "Oh my God, you look horrible. Are you okay? You should eat a cheeseburger." You know what I mean?
You're right. People do that. And it's somewhat accepted in a way.
Exactly. And so that's something that I deal with too. And I feel like now that, I tweeted a couple things about it the other day. People magazine was one of the first people to pick it up. And you know what? I feel better. I feel everyone was being nice, and they were being supportive. And maybe some of the bullying and the people who call me a drug addict and all this stuff can shut their mouths up now.
That's been a big misconception.
Absolutely.
Probably the biggest in your life, I would imagine, right?
In the entirety of my adulthood. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, but anyone listening out there, I would not be sitting here today if I was a drug addict. You understand? Or anything like that. Period. And I'm not afraid to be transparent. I'm not afraid to, be who I am. I don't let myself get muzzled just based solely upon perception. If you don't like me for who I am, then you don't need to like me. But it doesn't mean I'm ever going to give up on myself. And yes, this industry has been very stressful. And you're you even said, feels like you had to go jump over a Grand Canyon. Yeah, it does. Imagine starting that me getting on my dirt bike and me getting ready to do my Evel Knievel stunt, being, having that kind of condition, and knowing that and the doctor sits down and says, you have to monitor your stress intake levels and all of that stuff, or you're going to develop cancer in your stomach and all that stuff.
Jesus.
So
putting it like that makes it, brings it home.
So there's a lot of things, that personally I don't always talk about, but I had to rehash this again because I just felt like it needed to be done, because you know what? I want to be accountable for what I do.
And we were, me and Aaron were talking behind the scenes here. It may have been caught on camera too, I forget. But and what I meant by that Grand Canyon thing, it's tough to make it in this industry anyway. But you at a certain point when you wanted to transition from child star to growing up, basically, you had so many roadblocks. You had to jump through extra hoops for some crazy reason. It was just, so I asked you, I said, did you ever, or do you wish in some way that your career could have started at 18, 19, 20, like some artists?
Yeah.
And your answer was?
My answer was no, because when I started so young, I'm 29, and I can actually say I've been doing this professionally for 22 years.
Wow.
I started when I was 7 years old, got my first record deal when I was 7. And I won my first award in 1997. So and my answer to you was, I was showing my girlfriend a like interviews of me when I was younger because interviewing a little kid, you didn't really have like a filter on you. Like I would grab like the stuffed animals and like hit the girl interviewing me in the head. I could just be like, psh. Just look at her and be like, what are you gonna do? Like, and they're out there, like they're funny. And then this one pops up with my mom doing an interview, and I guess somebody maybe asked her, hey, what would a question be?
I think the question
something rather
like why is Aaron working so hard at this young age? I believe it was something along. I think something
exactly.
Like that.
And my mom's response on camera was, Aaron loves this, and he doesn't know any better. All he knows is to be out there on stage and be famous, because my brother started at 13 with Backstreet Boys, got the gig. He's a little over 7 years older than me. So if you do the math, 13, 7 years old, Nick and I basically started almost at the same time.
And I think you said the phrase your mom said was, it's all you know. You think that you're supposed to be famous.
I think I'm supposed to be, yeah.
Now, looking back at that now, is that
that was my normal.
Yeah, that was
my. I always thought it my normal. And also, even one of my friends, he always tells me, he's like, "Oh, you didn't choose music; it chose you."
It's a fair statement.
And yeah,
I think anyway.
I think so too. And I mean, but I didn't want to be anything else. I saw my brother coming home and bringing back stuffed animals at 7 years old from all the fans throwing things on stage, and I was like, I want my own stuffed animals. Like,
yeah.
Like I want my own Beanie Babies. And then like a year later, you see me in like a German magazine with like 30 Beanie Babies. Like,
oh God, that's
so it's so accurate.
And
like,
funny you say that, because I did a lot of work with Backstreet and the NSYNCs and all that stuff, and I always thought that the stuffed animals, I never saw anybody take them home. I thought they went to you took them home.
And then I would take them home and I would go give them to people, homeless people or hospitals and stuff like that.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I never realized that that's pretty cool. I never knew what happened to those. I would go on like a tour bus and I'd see piles of them, and that's the end of it.
Well, if you're smart, you would put them in a storage place and then go give them to kids who can be comforted by it. St. Jude's, there's there's Cedar Sinai. I mean, there's all kinds of places you can go to.
That's
East
a great
Coast,
idea.
West Coast, so just take those things and give them to people who want to. We appreciate them, and then we pass them on, and it's just passing on love. So when fans don't feel like we're not treasuring your gifts, we're actually passing on your gift and re-giving it to somebody who cherishes it.
So if you didn't know what happened to them stuffed animals you gave Aaron years ago, that's that. There you go. Stupid me, I'd probably... Let me get on eBay and make a killing with this. I would not do that. Just kidding. Obviously, follow him on everything at Aaron Carter. What's your Snap again, Aaron?
It's Axe Carter, AXCARTER. But I don't really use that because,
you're on the Instagram story, of course.
I got a girlfriend.
That's true. You have a life. But hey, this track.
Look, Bob Weil, Sony. He just goes, "What does that mean?" We'll talk about it later. It means that people snap bad things, and that
Oh man.
Them. What was that, babe? Bad things girlfriends don't like, she said.
All right, hey, let me pull that mic to her real quick. What is Snap? Hey, let's introduce your girlfriend, Aaron.
This is Madison Parker.
Hi, Madison.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey, I need to know a couple things. I know you didn't come here to be interviewed, Madison, but sooner or later, let me just clarify. And I know
what? Be real. Keep it real. Talk to her. She'll be real with you.
Glasses on, so I feel.
I'll look at her try to be cool now.
No, you got. No, he likes looking you in the eye when he talks to you.
Look at me. I'm attractive too. Sort of. Anyway, but hey, this is not, if we were off the radio, I would never have this conversation, and I probably wouldn't have it on the air with most people.
Okay.
But and Aaron loves to be transparent. Sooner or later, it's it was a heartbreaking moment for him. But just to clarify to the audience, that was not you.
No.
But
that was not me.
But this heartache turned into this spectacular track, like something extremely awful and bad turned into something beautiful. But at the same time, when you hear this track, that's about, let's be honest, somebody else.
Yeah.
Do you want to punch this song in the face in a way? I mean, that's got to be a weird dynamic for you. Like my wife, it's one of those.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because it's so funny when we're at shows, girls ask all the time, how do you do it? Like with this song and everything. And like when I first saw Aaron perform this song, you could see how much hurt was in him. And so rather than me being like, oh, I'm just going to go the other way, or, he's probably going to write a song about this, that, and whatever, it made me like stay around and be like, well, this guy's obviously, he's very sensitive. Like a lot has happened to him in his life. And this is a huge moment in his career.
So you just support the whole good. I didn't mean to bring that up, Aaron, but I'm just really
bring up
curious
anything,
about that,
man. Because it's so funny, because who comes up to us the most in the last weeks to say about the song?
Guys have.
Guys come up to me and they say, "Dude, your new song Sooner or Later is awesome." It's because it's like more so like a dude record. It's a record for empowering guys to get out of a relationship when you don't settle. You know, and I took a long time settling, and yeah, she does deal with it. She has to sit on the side of the stage and hear this whole Love EP is about one person.
Wow.
So, you know, it's not just one song. There's like 7.
That gets a little annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
We hit the 6th track. Like, okay.
But I already wrote 7 new
Really,
ones.
7?
I already wrote 7 and new ones and recorded brand new ones all about her.
Let me ask you: is it tougher to translate? Like I've always said. Well, the statement I used to make was pain equals good music. Now I've sort of morphed that into life equals good music, as opposed to just random topics. You know, it's more personal. But sometimes pain translates well. Can happiness translate into music and have the same impact?
You know what? That's what I'm doing. And I actually did a song called Love, All for Love. And it's about her. It's about the grass being greener on the other side, you know? Once you get out of it and once you take the time to heal, and, you know, it took me a while to heal. You know, I told her that when I got with her. I said, "Hey, I'm really scarred and really broken right now. My heart's not in my body." So.
And I think people too, like you bring up sometimes that people are listening to the beat right now and they're not really listening to the lyrics. And it's actually a really deep album or EP. There's a lot to listen to on there that a lot of people can relate to. You know?
Yeah, I love the fact, or Aaron told me this last time, and every time I hear the track, the story kind of pops in my head. Sooner or later, she'll be, and you leave that kind of blank. And you intended to fill that in with something, but it kind of left it kind of a hole, which is kind of like you had a hole inside, like your heart is like, ugh, you know. It's
like, she'll be what? Is she gonna be back? Is she gonna be going away? Is she gonna come back? You know, it's just like, you can't stay around for that kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
And that's when I finally got to the point where I got strong enough, where a little bit of strength to where I did what I needed to do to make sure that person stayed away from me.
So you killed her.
And yes.
All right. Just kidding, of course. Final question. Have you and this person... God, I don't want to get personal.
No, you can ask whatever you want,
JoJo.
JoJo.
Have you met
all
this?
Good, bro.
Can I ask you?
Yeah, please.
Have you met this? Have you guys, you and this girl have you met face to face?
Oh, heck no.
All right, because that would be ugly, right? Because my wife, I had an ex-girlfriend and my wife, and it was just, Aaron just back. He just rolled his chair like 2 feet back.
He's like, I'm out.
Like I met my wife while dating another girl, and if it was just such a bad. If I were a musician, I would have written Sooner or Later that type track at that point in my life.
Oh my God!
Because I worked at a place where both of them worked at.
Oh.
They were both at.
Man,
I wish awful.
I wish she did.
Messy.
If she would have came in when I was with her, I would have left. Her
totally.
a heartbeat for her.
Oh,
Man, well, anyway, so. Aaron, I'm gonna back up because I don't want to mess up this relationship here. So, you know.
No, you don't got to back up.
Oh
No,
my
you know,
God.
I think it's cool because you know what? Maybe this song.
Thank you for that conversation. So
No, of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Maybe some guys that are having problems in their relationship, maybe this can help them speak to their girl.
Very true.
That's, you know, and I think that's why dudes are coming up so much and saying stuff, is because it's like, it's all about, you know, dudes not feeling loved, and then not knowing our worth. You got to know what your worth is. You got to know you're worth something. Like, regardless if I'm a singer or nothing, like, I could be cast netting for bait in the Florida Keys right now and still know that I'm worth something. You know what I mean? But when you
Very
have
true.
somebody else that you're with and you spend all your personal time with, and you lose your sense of self-worth, and you know that person's constantly changing. Like, I know her password, she knows my password. You know what I mean?
You're kidding me.
Like, yeah, I don't care. It's transparency in our relationship. She's got, you know, passwords to all my
Why do I find that
accounts.
so dramatic? Like dun dun dun.
Because I think it
This
But, I
day
mean,
and age,
Wow, no kidding, right?
I mean, come on. What about 20 years ago? We didn't have this stuff.
Fair enough.
So what's wrong with giving the passwords away to the one you love to make them feel more comfortable that you're not, and if, you know, and if you are hesitant to do that, that says a lot.
All right, to everybody in the car with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, look at each other right now and give them your password.
Yeah.
give me your password now.
They are driving off the
I
road
just,
right
I
now.
just, we
They
just,
are not
you,
having it.
you just started the biggest fight in LA since I'm not gonna say.
405 just stopped.
Yeah, they're like, they're like turning the radio. Turn it off. I don't like this guy.
Bro.
Wango Tango Village. You're on stage.
Yeah.
Wango Tango Village.
Wango Tango.
Oh,
I can't
cool.
wait. You know, this is the first time I'm performing at Wango Tango.
That's what I was about to ask. I can't record. This is
You
it.
guys are doing a lot of first things for me. And I've thought I did a lot in 22 years of career.
God, it's crazy,
like,
right?
I thought I did it all, but I guess I never made it to radio, and I never did Wango Tango.
Well, I am super honored to be a small part of this, Aaron. That's
You
just
are not a small part. No, you are the nucleus, the radius. You are the pivotal reason why this is changing my life. So thank you.
You're welcome, man. Oh
And
my
and
God.
that is recorded, and I will never forget that. I will
Thank you.
never forget. No matter what happens with this, like if I win some awards, you better know that I'm gonna be talking about you up there. So,
good Lord, I'll have a heart attack. You know.
well, you better have your blood pressure medication
Holy
ready.
moly! Now you told me like what else? What else? You no kidding.
Propranolol.
You said something not to ask for a gift here, Aaron, but you said you're gonna. What are you bringing me? What is this?
I have this cool little thing. Remember I told you looked at it about 5 seconds previously before?
Something I looked at previously. I looked at you singing.
No, look at me. Look down a little bit.
Your jacket. Your
I have
Shut-
this.
no.
I'm bringing one of you these tomorrow.
It's
It's coming.
your
a diamond love chain pendant that I'm bringing to you.
That is
You're getting the first one.
Stop it, Aaron.
I'm not lying.
Shut the hell up.
You want to see it? I got a picture of it in my phone.
How would I look with the chain on? Would I look good?
You're gonna look sexy as heck, man.
Oh man. All right. You're kidding. Stop it, dude. For real.
No, I'm not stopping it.
What
And
the
yes,
heck?
I'm being for real.
He's going through his phone now. He's gonna show me. What the hell, dude?
This is the one, and you're getting it tomorrow. White gold and diamonds from George the Jeweler. I'm waiting for my anchor chain, George.
Oh my God. You do not have. I mean, I don't. Oh my. I don't know what to say. I need to get a jacket.
Yes, it's for you. And yes, you're getting
Son
the
of a
first one.
Gone. I will. When you guys will see this, when I'll post it, and I'll be in. I have a shocked look on my face. How do I? You think? Let me ask your girlfriend. How would I look with the chain on? I'm not like you
I
know.
think
You're
you're a
gonna-
gangster.
You're gonna look gangster. You know
You
what?
need a
The
second
reason.
white
Look,
boy
I
with
know
the
it's
chain.
gonna look good because is that a Breitling?
What's my watch?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what kind of watch this is.
Looks like a Breitling.
Here's my watch. Here you go.
Let me see.
That's just some sort of crap watch.
It's okay. The chain's gonna look really good with this watch.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Aaron, what else do people need to know, man? I mean, I'm just this is such a wonderful moment for you.
You know what? Just stick with me through the journey, and all the people. All I ask is just give me a chance. Give me a chance to do my thing and show you guys what I'm made of today. I'm gonna keep doing my best. I have hit the ground face first, and I know what the dirt tastes like. So don't think that I've just had everything handed easy to me, because I haven't, and I'm grateful for it because it made me appreciate where I'm at so much more today. And everyone listening, I know that you guys are, maybe people don't know how to feel about this right now, but just give me a chance and let me be as real and transparent with you guys and be something different than you get from a lot of other artists. And that's not putting anybody down, but that comes with 22 years of experience and growing up in this industry. And I'm still here, and no, I'm not dead. I'm alive, and I am here to stay.
There it is.
That's it.
And you said, we mentioned last time that you said some of your fans. Well, here's the thing that stuck in my head. I'll leave it at this. The last interview, you said your fans were at times you felt they were ashamed of you.
Mm-hmm.
We put that out there. All of a sudden, you had a lot of your fans. They did just a 180. Aaron, we got your back. Like it went from pain to, oh my God, they've got me. So have you seen a big turnaround?
I have seen it in the press. I have seen it in the fans. I have seen it in the size of my audience. They went from being like 1,000 people to like 9,000, 10,000 people again. And it's insane. I don't even know what to do right now except for just say thank you, JoJo. Thank you, Sony Records. Thank you, Simone, and even Jason and my girlfriend, everyone who's been there, Bob, wow, all you guys, like, thank you. That's all I can say right now. And I have so much gratitude. I don't even know what to do to thank you. Like, I feel like I would be like an idiot, and it would be rude to give you anything materialistic, but like, I gotta give you something, and I gotta show my love, and that's the best way. It's just like, here's some gold and diamonds with some love in it for you, and it's my project, and you're getting the first one, and
Is it a jewelry line you're going to put out eventually? Like some sort of,
we're gonna be selling it to the fans and that stuff. Yeah,
all right. Let's tell you what. Let's thank you for all that.
of course. Yeah.
We neither one of us or both of us, we have something in common.
What?
We are both we can't hear so well.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I just find this almost like I find it kind of exciting that somebody else is going through the same thing for the similar reason. Like me and Aaron can hear. Let's not, and we're thankful for the hearing we have.
Yes, we are.
Some people are in much worse shape than us.
Yes.
But I'm on the radio every night, and I have headphones on every night. I bet most people listening can't remember KISS FM probably without me on it. I've been on it for a long time, since like 98. Every night, headphones blaring into my eardrums, So when I go to bed at night, I even hate to admit this because it's frightening to me, but I have a not all the time, but a lot. I have a in my ear.
It's almost like that, like when there's no sound in a room, and then you listen to silence.
It's
like what the sound of silence is.
Which is why I turn the TV on at night, kind of low, just to hear something, almost to maybe not drown out the but it lets me. I can focus on something else.
I do the same thing.
Okay, so
I do the same thing.
Yours is not from headphones. Oh, it's in it. So yours is not from radio. Yours is from.
It's from headphones, and it's also from fans, but it's from like the in-ear monitors. Like on stage, I would take one out, and then the fans would be killing me with one ear, and then the left ear like survived somehow.
So in a sense, when you're on stage, I would have thought the in-ear monitor would have caused the damage, but in effect, the in-ear monitor protected you.
No.
And the ear you took the monitor out of, girls screaming every night.
20,000. When you get 20,000 and above girls, 20,000 people, girls or guys and people screaming and above, it's literally like a sound wave. It doesn't just necessarily become sonic,
and it's all towards
it becomes
you. Jesus.
Yeah, and they're looking right at me, like, so it's all sonically like, but it becomes a wave. It doesn't just become sonics. It becomes a sound wave that can push you, and you can feel it. So it's not only are you hearing all that sound, but it's vibrating your eardrums.
Wow.
Like, and then you have this compression, and the way you hear yourself, like. We don't hear ourselves talking like that.
I know, right?
Like, we wish we did.
Yeah. When I'm in my car, I don't sound like
why
this.
yours is probably on max all the time.
Yeah, it is. So with that thought in mind, like, how do people like you, Aaron? Yeah. With that, just knowing that, how do people like you, Aaron, your brothers and Backstreet Boys, the NSYNCs, basketball, football players, everybody where there's thousands of people yelling at them, man, how are we not all deaf? Just deaf as a rock.
I think that we just, it's like, it's like watching a puppy grow. You don't know it grew. If you're with it every day, if you leave for 3 weeks and you see it grow, and then you saw the change, but like you just deal with it, and it just eventually gets
Sorry,
worse.
What'd you say?
I forgot.
I can't hear it.
I just fell over because of my equilibrium.
Yeah, God. Well, you know what is if you ever like you're yelling trying to get Aaron's attention or my attention, and we don't quite turn around right then.
I get that
maybe
too.
That's why my wife says
my
that
girlfriend, same thing, man. I'm like, babe, I'm on this side. Like, it's this side, remember?
Yeah, and my wife thinks she calls it selective hearing. Like, maybe I may use it.
They think I do selective hearing too, but I'm like, then I repeat what they said. They're like, oh, he was listening.
Oh, God. Aaron, I love you. Congrats on everything,
bro.
man.
All right, I'm bringing you some love tomorrow too, so.
Good Lord. Fist bump to make it official, Aaron.
Fist bump, baby.
Bam!
Bam!